Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon AlteRed Nuzlocke. This is part number 17, and last episode we made it through Rock Tunnel. I have left myself off right here. I have not battled any of these trainers just yet, so we're going to skillfully go ahead and waddle our way down to the Pokemon Center. We have ourselves some encounters that I believe we can get today. Because not only do we have Lavender Town and Pokemon Tower, I don't know if we'll be able to get an encounter in Lavender Town. We can have to do a quick check for grass, though. Oh. Okay, that's Route 8, though, so that's not a Lavender Town encounter. But we can get an encounter for Route 8, we can get an encounter for Route 7, I believe. Possibly an encounter for Celadon. We could get a good amount of encounters done today. So we can start things off by healing, because we're still a little bit bruised from Rock Tunnel. Obviously, last episode, Fury Attack. Yeah, that happened. So we have ourselves some new team members. We have Ebby, or Ebetic, Blake. We will see how it does today. There is a chance that we potentially move our team around a little bit, depending on what we catch. So we're going to lead with Grubbo, who is already in front, thankfully. And our Route 8 encounter, I guess we may as well do it here before we fight anyone. Our Route 8 encounter is going to be Goomly. Okay. I'm a little bit sad that it's a Pokemon that we've already, kind of seen before. I'm a little bit sad about that. I was kind of hoping we would see something brand new and powerful. I'm honestly hoping that we can find the Thundurus again. Thundurius, sorry, not Thundurus. Very different Pokemon, very different. I'm kind of hoping that we can see that again, because that was by far the coolest looking Pokemon I think we've seen so far. But Goomly's okay. It's a Ghastly changed into a Goomba. I'm curious to see how its evolution goes. We already saw the Haunter, I believe. That Headbutt did respectable damage, which right now I'm actually happy about because I'm trying to catch this. So I like the fact that the Pokemon I'm trying to catch seems strong. Not even a single roll in the Pokeball. I don't know why I'm using Pokeballs. Pokeballs are so cheap in this game. I have no reason not to just use Great Balls. Like, there's no reason not to use the highest tier of ball when they cost literally nothing. So we should absolutely just be chucking Great Balls where we can. Especially as our encounters are pretty limited anyway. I am curious what I'm missing out on here, though, because I don't think Goomly is going to be the best thing here. But we'll see. Yep, Goomly and Paraguna. The vermin Pokemon Goomly are an incredibly annoying, overpopulated species. Mechans are engineered to hunt out and kill them. Mechans? What is a Mechan? I mean, I know it's a mech, but I want to know. What do we call this Goomly? You know what? It popped into my head. You're being called Doot. You're just Doot. That is it. A simple Doot. Nothing too complex about that name. A simple Doot for you. Okay, that's our Route 8 encounter. We could go into Lavender Town right now. And, well, we are in Lavender Town right now. But we could go into the Pokemon Tower right now. And we could go and grab our encounter there. There is a rival battle on the way. And while I think we're appropriately leveled for it, we can't do the Pokemon Tower until we have the Sylph Scope from Celadon anyway. So I think I'm going to head left first. I am going to take a brief look at our Goomly, though. Neutral nature, always happy with that when I don't know what they are. Holding itself a tiny mushroom. Very good physical attack. It has hustle. We're never using this Pokemon. It's staying in the box forever. We're never going to use that Pokemon. I've seen all I needed to see. That's never coming out. Poor Goomly is trapped to hustle purgatory in the box. That's where it will stay. So what do we have? Oh, we have like a north path that we can take, or we can take a southern path. This route is very different. And we can cut the trees to get back to the other path. Does this link up to where we were before? This does link up to where we were before. Okay, well, let's battle some trainers and see what's going on here then. What a cute, round, and fluffy Pokemon. Was she standing on an item? So because we moved her, we can get a berry that's underneath her? Are you just plopping out berries over here, ma'am? That seems concerning. You should see a doctor. My Lotus and Bushlash. Roland, you're gonna run away, and I am going to break swipe while we use this turn to go to Ignis. That is absolutely what we are doing. We're bringing Ignis immediately because those are 2 grass types. I think my Lotus might be a fairy, actually. Yeah, okay. I think we did work out that Fee Bulb was a fairy, but we'll still lower the attack of Bush Lash, which is still nice. I don't think we're going to take them out either way. We get hit by Break Swipe. That's annoying. We do have Fire Spin for damage, though, so I guess it's not too much of a problem. I'm much more concerned about the Milotic doing something weird. Ensnare. Grass-type Rat? Okay. Okay. That's not too scary, though. I guess we're just going to go big damage onto the Milotic. Although, we've already done some damage to the Sand Slash. There's a good chance that we could KO it. We'll go for the big crit, and we'll go for the Fire Spin onto the Sand Slash. Hopefully both my Pokemon outspeed it as well, which means there's a good chance that we don't get hit by 2 Pokemon at one time. Ignis does not outspeed. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, Razor Leaf is resisted on both. That's a lot of damage. That was an unfortunate crit. A fairy move onto Grubbo could be really bad, and I don't like that. Fire Spin does take out Bush Lash. That's good. Put some XP around. Ensnare. Okay, so both of my Pokemon are trapped in. Which is a little bit annoying. I wouldn't mind swapping to something like Arbidril that would resist Fairy and would also be neutral to Grass, but I'm just going to use Grubbo's turn to heal itself, so there's no, you know, Moonblasts, Dazzling Gleams, none of that comes out, and then we'll Fire Spin with Ignis that is also resistant to Fairy, so it should be fine. We get our speed, we get our Fire Spin. How much damage? I guess we are hitting it on the special side, and it's a Milotic. Cutie Cry. That had some crackles in it. That wasn't very cute at all. That was not cute. But that does put it to a range where if we use Cut, we can live another Cutie Cry. We use Cut, and we go for another Fire Spin, or even Flame Wheel if we want to hit it on the physical side, although we did get our attack dropped. We'll go for another Fire Spin, we'll go for a Cut, and we'll see if that is enough. That did no damage. I guess we do have our attack dropped. And we miss Fire Spin. Please be... That's on Ignis, isn't it? Where is the wide lens pickup in this game? Does anyone know where I can pick up a wide lens for no reason at all? Just thinking wide lens might be kind of convenient, you know? We'll go for the Cut Crit again, because it will go through our attack drop, and we will go for a Flame Wheel at this point, now that it's a little bit lower, and hopefully we can get through our Attract. And we get Q-Charmed. Okay. Okay, both of my Pokemon are now in love with this Milotus, and immobilized by love. Okay. Okay. Starting things off with a horrible fight. This is horrible. This is going absolutely awfully. Grubbo is also now at a point where it kind of needs to heal again. But I think I'm just going to double attack. I'm just going to go double attack. One of them's going to break through. Right? Cut breaks through. And that's enough. Because we get a crit. Okay, good. Good. This was scary. That was slightly concerning. Roland gets a level, which is nice. I think we might be leading with Ignis, so we don't have to swap it in anymore, because that was tough. That was tough. So Ignis in front. I also want Plorp to gain some XP. Grubbo, Bleg, Plorp. We have some great names. We have some great names here. This is not a hidden item spot. This isn't either. Neither of these are item spots. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, we are right here, so I guess we'll go ahead and heal before making our way along the long route to Celadon. If every fight takes as long as that, this is going to be a beefy episode, because I do kind of want to try and get to Celadon today. But who knows? That might be a dream that might not be achieved. We will see. I do also not want to miss out on too much XP. Right, let's go along this south side again, though, because I want to see if there's anything actually in the cut area. For example, right here. What other Pokemon can we see as well? Okay, another Goomly. Okay, okay. That's fine. If it's a common Pokemon, then I'm okay with picking it up, because that means that we won't have to encounter it later on, as we can call Dupe's Claws. So, that's fine. Fine. Rawstberry, yep. And this is also a berry, I assume. Lumberry, that's the big one. That's the big one. What else do we have in this grass, though, so I can be disappointed with what we got? Fevad? the Lotad that I'm assuming is like some kind of poison psychic Lotad. I'm interested in seeing how that evolves. I'm not too concerned about that right now, though. I would say that that's worse than Goomy to me, because I don't feel like I'd want that. It's kind of ugly. Ooh! I like the fact that C-Dot and Lotad are on the same route. That does make me happy. Nut-Ot. Nut. Nuts make me think of grass types still. But it has blue... It kind of has a third eye. Is this a psychic type? Water psychic? Water psychic is coming to my mind? I'm gonna go to Bleg. Bleg's tanky. If I have the typing wrong, Bleg can tank it. Let's see what move it goes for. I want to see Ice Shard. That could fit with water. That could fit with water. I'm gonna go for a Blizzard and see if it's... Well, I guess we'll go for Bubble Beam first. If Bubble Beam is resisted, then we know it's water, right? Neutral. We saw an Ice type move, and it's not a water type. So possibly Ice Psychic or something? Interesting. Interesting. Ooh! Mischievous? Mist? I get it. I get it. Mist. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming you're going to be weak to fire, right? You're an icy mist? Yeah, okay. Ice type Mischievous. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm upset that we didn't get that as our encounter, actually. That would have been a cool encounter. What else do we have? Ooh, that's cool. I want the 4-leaf clover Absol. I want that. I want Lucky Absol. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm assuming that's a grass type, right? It's got a clover attached to it. I'm just going to go for a good old fire spin. Does outspeed us, so maybe I should be a little bit concerned. But that's super cool because it's like the opposite of what Absol normally is. Absol normally brings disasters. This one brings luck. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so sad that we didn't get that as our encounter. Okay, I have seen a good amount of Pokemon here, though, and I do want to move on. We will go ahead and waddle our way to Celadon and Route 8. I know I'm skipping some trainers. I will come back and fight these trainers, but for right now, I want to see what encounters we can get. Department store in Celadon has a great selection. You go there very often. I do not. I've never been there, actually. I know, me, just a peasant. A peasant in this world. I have never been to the big department store. What this? Digger's Cave. Oh, this is how we would have gotten to that ledge that we went past before. Oh. We're going to come back and check that out in a moment. We're going to head to Celadon first. But we are going to go back to that. That's cool. That might be what we do after we've got our encounters. I heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared out near Celadon City too. And then we have Route 7. Is this route still the same tiny route it always is? Repair Berry. This looks like exactly the same route. It is raining though, which is interesting. We're going to lead with Grubbo for our yawn still. Everyone's still reasonably healthy. Oh, this is not the same tiny route it always is. Why is there a Pokemon Center here? Our encounter's gonna pop out at some point. Our Route 7 encounter. Oh! Oh, I like him! Smoglu instead of Swablu? Got like a ninja headband. I'm a little bit afraid. Should I be afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm yawning. We're not afraid here. We're not baby. We're big, manly men that aren't afraid of Smoglu here. Please don't kill me. Ominous Wind. Oh. Okay. Okay. I am going to immediately swap. Okay. Okay. Let's calm down, Smoglu. Okay, you went for one Ominous Wind. You can't just get the boost like that first try. Let's calm down. Let's not have anything scary happen in the catching Pokemon phase. I'm going to go to Bleg because it's nice and tanky, and that way, regardless of its type, we should be fine. It doesn't look like a grass type or an electric type. Smog, that... You know, that checks out. That one really checks out. Smoglu used Smog. That's fair. It's allowed to do that, actually. Did it not sleep? Oh, it does sleep. Okay, it just took forever. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to throw ourselves a Great Ball while it's asleep. I would like to heal up my poison, obviously, but also, if we just catch it, there's a Pokemon Center just to the right, so... We'll see if we can grab this in just a nice, simple Great Ball. We do. We get ourselves Smoglu. Okay. Goomly and Smoglu. It's right next to Fundurious. You can't tease me like that. You can't. I bet it's on this route as well, and I've missed it again. I'm gonna be so mad. The toxic cloud Pokemon. They leave a lingering cloud of toxic fumes wherever they fly. Most notably, their smoke can stop cars from working, but cars also produce the same smog, basically. That's kind of weird. What do we want to call Smoglu? I kind of want to call it Punch. I thought of Pungent, and then I shortened it in my head, and I kind of liked it. You're being called Punch. Sounds horrible. That sounds horrible, which is perfect for a Smoglu. Okay. Yep, we are obviously poisoned, but there's a Pokemon Center right here, so we can go ahead and check out our Smoglu. And we can also see what's going on with this route. This is the Decrepit Clinic. What? There's a secret to that. There's something going on there with like a quest or something. There's more there. We're gonna go to Celadon first. Okay, I've been hit with a couple of things that I was not expecting on the way through. I was not expecting to get to a new area of Digger's Cave. I was not expecting to find a clinic. We're gonna have to take a choice here and decide what we want to do right now, because we have a lot of options. We've been given a lot of options all of a sudden. There's also an Eevee that we can get here as a static encounter, and probably a place where we can fish in Celadon. But for right now, we're gonna go back to Digger's Cave. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. We're gonna go back to Digger's Cave because it was the first thing that I went, ooh, to. So, we'll go to Decrepit Clinic after we've checked out what this optional pathway is in the cave. So we should definitely lead with... Well, I was gonna say we should definitely lead with, Bleg, but to be honest, Grubbo will also be fine. So we'll lead with Grubbo. What do we have down here? Maybe this is a fossil spot? This is not a new encounter. That is, in fact, exactly what we encountered the first time we came through here. So this is not a new encounter. I think we got a good look at most of the Pokemon that were here. So if we have any repels, this would be one of the rare times where I would actually use it. I don't actually know if we have any, though. I have not been buying many. So I don't know if we have any on hand. We have 21. We have tons on hand. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've forgotten what I did in the past. What do we have down here? We have a ladder. What's past the ladder, though? Before we take the other pathway. That looks like the ledge that we might be able to get back into the main tunnel from. I don't want to go back to the main tunnel. That would mean running all the way back through Rock Tunnel and stuff. That'd be horrible. The Mushroom Bog. This is a new zone. So we can get an encounter here. What do we have in here? Okay, we're going to Fairy Tale Lands. What do we get in the Mushroom Bog? Probably a Shroomish. Dupes. Dupes. Dupes Claws. We have a Paris, so we do not catch the Omniscience. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. It's still a Parasect, and it makes my skin crawl, but interesting. Immediate encounters. That is our encounter, though. The Doom and Loom. That's a good name. That's a really good name. I like the name Doom and Loom. That's pretty cool. I'm a little bit afraid that we're gonna get bonked by something with a poison type move. Like, I do not want to get poison jabbed, but I do want to put this to sleep. We're full HP and we're like 7 levels above. I'm going for a yawn. Please don't hit me with any weird poison moves, because I think we worked out this was a poison ghost type. It looks like a poison ghost type, right? I'm pretty sure this is poison ghost. We're getting a lot of encounters today is what's going to happen. We're getting our encounter bill, which I enjoy. We are going to go to... I might honestly swap in Titan. I'm going to swap in Titan. I think Titan should be our tankiest Pokemon for this. I'm just expecting poison moves, and I don't want to get hit by Poison Powder. Sludge. Okay, yep, predicted. Good, good. We could try and weaken it, but honestly, I'm gonna do what I've been doing with all of them, and once they fall asleep, I'm just going to throw Great Balls while they're asleep, because we probably aren't gonna be swapping back into Grubbo. Like, I think there's a good chance that we live one hit from full health, even if it's super effective, which is still a risky thing to do in a Nuzlocke, don't get me wrong, but... yeah, I think we want to make use of the turns while it is asleep by making use of this, sleep buff. The catch rate, rather than weakening it on this turn. Don't get me wrong, if we were to weaken it to half and then throw a Great Ball, and it stayed asleep for 5 turns, that'd be perfect, but I think I'd rather just take the chance of throwing extra Great Balls. Yep, good. And we catch ourselves the Doom and Loom. I like that name so much, though. I honestly don't want to change it. The mushroom Pokemon. The mushroom on their tail can burst to release spores, which take over other mushrooms to spawn their offspring. I really like this name. I really like this name. I don't want to change it. That's such a cool name. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. I like this name, all right? I want you to know. Okay, I'm changing it slightly. The idea behind... I want an apostrophe. The idea behind changing a Pokemon's name is to make you attached to the Pokemon, right? That's the main reason to change a Pokemon's name, is so that you can become attached to it and be like, this is mine. I just like the name Doom and Loom. I'm gonna get attached to that super easily. So I'm gonna keep it as Doom and Loom, I think. I'll slightly change it so that it's got some caps to it, but yeah, I'm keeping that name mostly the same. It's almost breaking a rule of a Nuzlocke. It's almost breaking the rules. But yeah, I'm keeping it as Doom and Loom. That's such a good name. I am curious if there's any other... wow, every step is a mushroom, huh? I'm curious if there's any other mushrooms here that we could have ran into. I guess I should swap my Pokemon out that's in front, actually. That would be smart. But yeah, we will run from this Doom and Loom. Such a good name. And let's go ahead and see if there's any other mushrooms that I'm not aware of, I guess. We'll put Titan in front because it's fast and it can still run away. What do we have? Goomly. Of course we have Goomly. Why wouldn't we have Goomly here? Goomly's just everywhere. Okay, at least, you know, we have it, so we can't have it as a dupe anywhere else. The Goombas are apparently terrorizing the land. There's really a mushroom in every single spot. Alright, if this one is also one I've seen... yeah, okay. I think it's just these 3. I've encountered these 3 for like 20 encounters. I'm gonna try and stick to just doing 20 encounters in each area. If there's something that's like a 1% chance, I might not see it, but that's fine. I am going to continue for right now. I guess I'm going to see if we have a poison heal. So I would like to put Grubbo back in front in case this is also an encounter. Because this area confuses me greatly. Like, I have no idea where I am in, like, the map scheme of things now. I don't know if this is going to take me to someplace I've never heard of, or what. I'm actually just in a padded room. I'm in a padded white room right now. I don't know if this is an encounter. In Senko, I have not seen that anywhere, so I'm going to assume this is a new area? I guess? I'm a little bit afraid of it, to be honest. I'm a little bit afraid of this thing exploding. Makes me very tempted to go to Bleg and just be tanky. Bleg has Yawn. Bleg has Yawn. I forgot about that. We can just go to Bleg. Yeah, I haven't seen this anywhere else, so this doesn't feel like it's a connection to Rock Tunnel or Mount Moon, because I don't think I saw this in either of those areas. If, once we have caught this, and we check its Pokedex entry and all of that stuff, and we check it out in the PC box, it says, hey, this is caught in, you know, Digger's Tunnel, then obviously we will release it because it will not be a valid encounter. But for now, I'm going to catch this assuming this is an encounter, which is so many encounters to get, and with so many more that we can still grab. I kind of just threw that Pokeball as a bit of a waste because I'm waiting for it to fall asleep before we use our Great Balls. I'm gonna need to buy more Great Balls as well. But yeah, we also have the EV Static that we can get in Celadon. We can probably fish in Celadon. We're gonna have the Snorlax encounters eventually. We're gonna have Pokemon Tower. There's a lot of encounters coming up. There's the clinic, which I do want to go back to as well, but we might go back to that next episode, as we've got a lot going in this episode already. Fire on its head distresses it when surprised. Insenko expels a vertical column of fire. The Meteor Pokemon. Okay, and we can go ahead and call you... You know what? I'm remembering the fact that we were talking about cartoon characters, and it's not an 80s cartoon character, but I'm gonna call this Zuko from Avatar. I'm gonna go with an actual name. I know, it can happen. An actual name. Never seen before on this channel. An actual name for a Pokemon. I'm curious what else we can find here, though. This is where Dratini is. And I got a Pineco. I'm assuming it's a fairy Dratini because it's got Pixie in its name. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart that that wasn't the encounter. That's tragic. And it's not even uncommon. The pain that I feel coursing through my body right now, knowing that I could have had Fairy Dragonite in this game, and I got a Pineco. Oh my god, it's so common. It's so common. This is the worst feeling. This is so bad. Man, I really got a Pineco. I'm gonna do 20 encounters here. There is a chance of us getting it as shiny. Just say, there's a chance. There's a chance. Okay, I'm gonna give this one final encounter. This is also a Dratini. Okay. Dratini is like 90% of the encounters. Pineco is 10% of the encounters. That feels bad. That feels really bad. Well, we missed out on Fairy Dratini because we got a Pineco. That sucks. Technically, we don't actually know if that was a usable Pokemon, so I guess we should go back to a PC box and see if that's actually even a usable area, and see what the area is described as. Alright, and we have ourselves, we got Smoglu, right? We should start here. Rash Nature, Primary Flying, interesting, and then Poison. Special Attacker, decent Special Defense, but that's not too worrying. White Smoke, interesting, with Smog, obviously. Smokescreen, Fairy Wind, and Ominous Wind. Thematic moves, no flying type moves though. Good old Punch. We have the Doom and Loom holding a big mushroom. That is a slow physical attacker. Okay, interesting. With Bullet Seed, Sludge, Headbutt, and Poison Powder, it is Poison Ghost, as I thought. And then we have this Metin Mushroom Bog. Never mind. This is not usable. This is not a usable Pokemon. We cannot use this. You go to the Shame Box. I don't know if I want to keep that Sunstone. I guess I probably shouldn't. Okay, we'll release it. Goodbye, Sunstone. Goodbye. That was not a usable Pokemon, so we missed out on the Dratini because I got Doom and Loom, which also still feels bad. It still feels bad knowing that I missed out on that Dratini, but I was not expecting the Mushroom Bog to be a thing, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more Great Balls. Hopefully Ultra Balls. Still Great Balls. Okay. We'll grab ourselves some more. They are very cheap after all. We'll grab ourselves some more Super Potions as well. And I guess that's where we're going to be wrapping things up for today, because I've been recording for like 35 minutes. A good bit of that's going to be cut out, because I know I did a lot of off-screen encountering Pokemon, trying to see if there was anything new in the grass, but still, it's been a while for me, so I think we're going to have a little bit of a shorter episode probably for you guys. And next episode, we will check out the clinic on Route 7, and then go back and battle a bunch of trainers that we've skipped past, I think. I think that's going to be the plan. So if you guys have enjoyed this encounter episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,